Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick video on how to actually register as an entrant at the Middle Kingdom A&S Spring Fairs. I'm going to start at midrealm.org. I'm going to click KMOAS. There'll be a fly down menu that says RUM, but you'll actually want to click the header. And here we have a link, Arts and Sciences Fair Entrant, Judge Registration and Judging Criteria. Click that link. You could bookmark this if you plan on doing a lot of fairs, and hopefully you do. If you have ever entered in the past, the database will remember who you are. I'm going to go ahead and use the account I created in my previous video. That video explains how to create the account, but it'd be very simple. Enter your name, hit login if you're a first-time user. It'll ask you for your basic contact information, and then it will send you right into the system. In this case, the account is already created, so I don't want to duplicate those efforts and create a bunch of fake accounts for them to purge later. So after you've logged in or after you give your contact information and it creates your account, you need to put here. I'm going to go ahead and register an entry here in Constellation. The previous video was how to register as a judge by clicking this button. This is registering an entry. Now you need to know what division you're in and what specific category. If by chance you're not exactly sure already, here on the left you can come to Criteria. The Rules button will take you to the specific general rules on how old an entry can be and how much you can change it between your region and your kingdom, etc. The criteria will actually give you the criteria for every category. And there's a couple of these that are broken links. Unfortunately, they're not able to fix that at this time, but the vast majority of people will be just fine. So if you're not sure what your category and division are, click criteria. You can find it. If you're not exactly sure, maybe what glasswork other is versus glasswork stained, you click the header. You'll get taken to the specific criteria that will give you more of a description. But if we come back to all fairs, we click register an entry. I'm going to go ahead and say Division 3, and we're going to talk about instrument making. The title kind of give a summary of your piece. So we're going to say a viol from 1320. Now I'm making this up as I go. That instrument may not be from that time period at all. It may be completely wrong, so don't hold that one against me. The description, as it says here, please include time, culture, visual description so we can find it quickly, a brief list of techniques included if it's a miscellaneous category. So you might say wooden viol, maybe dark brown, 4 strings, 2 feet long, style of 13th, well, let's be internally consistent slightly, right? 14th century Italy or Italian construction. You can go into considerably more detail, considerably less detail, but when you're done, if you actually don't want to get ranked and move on to Kingdom, you can hit for comment only. If for some reason you don't want to do face-to-face, you can uncheck this box. Here in the Middle Kingdom, this is the default now. I think the vast majority of people want face-to-face. It can really only help you. If you're not familiar with this concept, face-to-face means you will actually sit down with your judges, and anything you discuss with them, anything in the conversation, is counted as your documentation. So if you're not somebody who is fantastic at writing, this is going to be a great boon to you. Your judges can ask you things about, what does this term mean? You use this term, or you refer to this technique several times, but maybe you didn't exactly describe it clearly enough, and they can ask you, what is this technique? Talk us through it. Maybe even display it if you have the tools and materials on hand. I don't believe there's any way that face-to-face can hurt you. The information is just added to what is in the written documentation and goes into your documentation score. So you will probably, I would say almost certainly want to leave face-to-face checked. You may be unavailable, or there may be some issue like that. You're sending in an entry with somebody else if that's being permitted for this particular fair cycle. There may be some specific cases you would want to uncheck that, but the vast majority, go ahead and leave that checked. Then you're going to hit Add Entry. That's that. That is all it takes to go ahead and register. If you come back to all fairs, it will tell you have 1 entry. Perhaps you're going to do, 1 in Constellation, 1 in North Oaken, or you want to do several here. You can come along and you can You can do, you know, a whole pent or whatever you need to with the same title, description, add entry, demo, add entry. Now then, of course, if you've come along later and you realized, you know what, let's say it's not multiple dish, it's going to be a single dish. You need to redo it, you need to edit it. You can click that, the pen icon will let you edit. Maybe you could go ahead and check this. Oh, it's multiple dish preserved, not multiple dish. Maybe I need to add a little more information. So do all that, hit alter entry, or maybe say, you know what, unfortunately the week before the event, my cat knocked the viola off my workbench and smashed it. I'm not going to be bringing it any longer. You hit the red X, and that takes the entry away. That is the entirety of the system. Yeah, please go enter, go enjoy the fair season as it begins next month, and good luck.